Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today for the 8th Alliance War of Season 26. Today we are going up against SpBa, bringing in Ghost, Doom and Killmonger. So first fight up is an Omega Red on Hazard Shifter and Schadenfreude. So I've done this fight once before and I did eat a combo in that fight. Took about half health and we do the exact same thing again here. So that is going to be a bit of a trend of this war, just really bad Ghost gameplay. So do get a bit of healing from Adrenaline. Get some Furies. Omega Red is a Protect defender though, so we are going to be triggering Protect once. We've got, I think it's 2 Furies or 1 Fury and a Cruelty on a medium. Yeah, you're going to see in this fight a combination of both his AI and just me being really bad on timing. I'm parrying a lot. So I do have my special 3 here. Yeah, see there, parrying again. Now he's just not playing into phase. I think at this point I'm basically just trying to remove that stack of Protect and then finish him off with a special 3. So yeah, we do that here. But yeah, far from a clean fight, considering how easy it should be, really. So our next fight up is against a Sentinel. He has Power Focus 1, Hazard Shift again, and also Resistor. So this is a fairly common placement. I think it's mainly just to sort of slow down someone like Red Hooks. It takes him around something like 150 hits to get this fight down, even as a rank 3. But yeah, we're going to be using Ghost for her. I think she's a much better option than someone like Red Hulk is. And yeah, again, you're going to see in this fight, I'm not trying to parry here. I'm supposed to be missing hits. But yeah, I am parrying anyway. Does mean that Protect stacks are going off. Because I'm just playing really badly, I decided to go for most of my phase intercepts with light attacks to get Protect off, since the timing window is a lot more open for that. So yeah, it's a bit of a long fight here, mainly because I'm just not playing well at all, and also triggering Protect. It's down to about half health. I believe this is a rank 3 Sentinel. Initially I was going to try and manage analysis, but later on in this fight I ended up just not really bothering with that too much. So yeah, I'm sort of trying a bit with doing medium light combos rather than medium triple light. So if I get into 100 and I end up blocking a special 1, then that would potentially armor break. But yeah, here go for a special 3 and I think this should finish him off. So yeah, that does finish the fight. So that was a bit better than the Omega Red fight. Didn't actually take any hits, but it's far from a good Ghost fight. So now moving on to Section 2. I believe I did take a Corvus on the 789 Section 1 shared fight with Doom. Really doesn't get easier than that. If you come out, that fight I think came out on a full yellow bar because it is just free willpower healing. So this is an Aegon. He has buff and balance weakness, I think it's called, or something like that. Basically, stuff that doesn't matter. Now I do run 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion in war, so I'm just going to be spamming specials here. Special 1 nullifies 3 buffs. Aegon gets a buff on every hit, so every special 1 I use is giving me ever so slightly over a bar of power back. Probably should have sped this fight up, to be honest, because it's really quite boring. But yeah, as you can see, just cycling special 1s over and over again. Occasionally getting pushed to a special 2, mainly from when we power drain him and then get that power back for ourselves. Yeah, the weaknesses do extend this fight quite a bit, because they only get taken off with the last hit of a special, but the first few hits do apply it, so you see those Incinerator ticking in the 300s, whereas normally they'd probably be around 700-800. So there, 6 Fury buffs do expire on Aegon, and that gives us a huge amount of power. We get pushed up to a special 3 here. So do just need to make sure that I don't get pushed above a special 1 with Mystic Dispersion. I think he's fairly high in power. Oh no, he doesn't have much power, so yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point. Go for another special 1 into special 3 again, and this should finish him off. So yeah, again, doesn't really get much easier than that, and I think Aegon on defense as a whole just is pretty much a waste. So next fight up is going to be another Doom fight. I've done this one quite a few times before. It is a Venom on the Rich Get Richer node. Does also have buff and balance weakness, but Venom gets buffed far less frequently than someone like Aegon does, so it's a bit less of a factor. So the main thing in this fight is just try to avoid triggering Protect. Venom is going to get a bit more power than in most fights, especially at the start before you get the buffs under control. So yeah, he would just chain 2 special 1s together. That removes pretty much all of Venom's buffs, but he does get them back. Another special 1 remove them. I believe it's every 9 seconds Venom gets buffs. So yeah, he's going to get them again soon. 2 weaknesses applied to me. Yeah, there we go for a combo, go for the stagger. And now we're going to go for a special 3. I believe at this stage I'm very lightly boosted, probably like 15% health and 15% attack. So yeah, as you can see, mediums are only critting for around 9,000 there, and to trigger Protect we need to hit, I think it's around 11,500 on a rank 3 Doom. So now I've got a special 3 again, but I'm just going to wait out the first Fury, because if we do get 2 Furies, medium attack crits will certainly trigger Protect. But yeah, this special 3 should just finish him off. So now moving on to a Nick Fury on node 47. He has kinetic transference and powerful from afar. So initially this is definitely the fight I'm most worried about. Do believe I have an invulnerability boost active here, so that if he does get to a special 3 it's not going to be that bad. But yeah, Doom against probably 90% of defenders is the best counter to this node. Powerful from afar just fuels Doom up to his special 3 really quickly. Now here I believe I'm trying to increase his tactical charges, so that my Doom cycle will push him past the unblockable stage and into his next cycle of tactical charges. Special 3 does quite a bit of damage. Get the Fury up. Nick Fury obviously is not a Protect defender, so I don't need to worry about any of that stuff. So there, I definitely did make a bit of a mistake. I probably should have used the special 2 when Nick Fury did not have 3 bars. That way it wouldn't bring him down to a special 1, but didn't get punished for it. So there, I'm not entirely sure why I let the first Fury expire. Probably just building up Nick Fury's power a little bit. Yeah, this special 3 is nearly going to take him into his second life, not quite. So there we throw a bunch of light attacks. I think I was just trying to be cautious to make sure he didn't have too much power when he went into his second life. He ended up going unblockable before the second life, but all ended alright. Go for a special 2 of the Fury up, and these Incinerates are going to do a huge amount of damage. So he is unblockable here, but again, Doom vs Power from Afar just fuels him up a lot. And yeah, get another special 2. Really easy fight there. So now moving on to our second to last fight of the war. This is an Apocalypse on the Hazard Shift mini-boss, going to be using Ghost. So thankfully for this fight, my ghosting was a bit better than in section 1. Still not sort of at the standard I'd like it to be. Like there, I was really late on the punish. Now he's not playing into phase very much. Missing a couple of phase intercepts, but I think later on in the sort of the further we get through this fight, the better it gets. So just going to be blocking the special 1s. I'm about 95% on the full evade, but there's absolutely no reason to risk it here. At this point, SpBa had actually pretty much already lost the war, because after already doubling up a path, they misclicked, which meant that they had 2 fights that they would not be able to take down at all, and also is on one of the 4-node paths rather than the 3-node ones. So I think it is equivalent to something like 19.5 attack bonus or something like that. So yeah, at this point we already knew that we had won the war. It's initially going to be max boosting for these last couple of fights because this is a vital war in terms of the push for Masters. But yeah, because we'd already won it, I think I'm only medium boosted here. So yeah, this Apocalypse fight, really not a whole lot to it. It's just another standard hazard shift fight. Really don't think this is the best spot for Apocalypse on the map, to be honest. It's real Ghost and Red Hulk very, very easily win the damage race against him. Even without any like fancy special 2 evade, special 1 dex block dex or anything. So yeah, there he hits him once and backs off, and I just throw a random light attack. Thankfully he didn't punish. But yeah, as you can see, Ghosting just is not great this war at all. Yeah, he's nearly down now, 21%. Going to get rid of the protect stacks, and I'm probably going to try and finish this off with a special 3 here. Yeah, 4 Furies, this will pretty much certainly finish off this fight. So yeah, again, not brilliant, but not particularly terrible. Not as bad as the Omega Rab fight for sure. So now moving on to the final fight of the war. And this is the 3rd modok boss that we have had in a row, I believe. Not scared of this fight at all anymore with Killmonger. So I do have some pre-fights applied. I think suppression I didn't actually want. I think it's just put on because the person had it. But yeah, it is going to make the start of this fight a bit more annoying in terms of getting modok up to his first special 1. Didn't activate any 3-minute boosts here, I don't believe, because again the war is won. Just reparrying, minimising block damage. You know the drill with this fight if you've seen the last few war videos. Special 1s, counterpunch charges, parry to get ins, bait and punish special 1s, get the true strike up. So there I do get clipped by special 1. It's a bit annoying, but again, just doesn't do much damage at all. Trigger protect here, so we do have to take a full blocked hit rather than just a parry. But yeah, Killmonger, he's got a really solid health pool. Probably one of the highest for medium-sized champions. Getting much better bleed RNG than in the war against 2-1-1 here. It's about halfway down, got 20 bleed stacks. I assume this probably going to be the last special 1 I go for before building up to the special 3, maybe 1 more at most. So yeah, we're already past 2 bars, just need to build up 1 more and then this fight is over. There he delays his combo, but I managed to react in time and parry the delayed medium. And yeah, I've got a special 3 here. I think I'm just going to bait out the special 1 and then trigger reverberation to boost the bleeds. Not necessary at all, but there's no reason not to be honest. And yeah, this fight is pretty much done. So, like I said, we did end up winning this war. They actually ended up leaving 4 fights up rather than 2 fights. I think somebody just didn't appear at the end of the war. So, nice win for us. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next war video.